How to get a job as a consultant. A day in the life of a junior consultant.
Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to our channel. If you're on YouTube, click the alert notification button, and if you like the video, please click like and share.
Hi, I'm Ellie and I'm a junior consultant at Oracle. When I was at university, I did a business management degree and I found that really beneficial in my career so far, as it gave me a really broad understanding of how businesses work, which has been really useful with clients. I applied to be a junior consultant at Oracle, firstly because Oracle is a really exciting technology company to be working for in such a growing industry. It's also an area I didn't know much about before starting my job, and so it would be a great way to kind of learn straight from jumping into the deep end. I applied to be a consultant as I found the idea of working on different clients really exciting, and the concept of being able to see the kind of internal workings of all different industries. This is because before applying, I didn't know which industry I might be most interested in. So a typical day in my job, so I work in the business adoption team at Oracle, which is effectively change management consulting. So a typical day is me and my team helping out our technical colleagues on the more kind of people side of the business. So where Oracle implements a new technology into a client, be it a bank, a retailer, etc., we have our technical consultants who work on configuring and changing the system to suit their needs, and then my team and I work on helping ensure that their business is fully ready for that. So that involves looking at things like stakeholder management, business impact analysis, looking at what impacts might happen and how to mitigate these from changing to a new software. It also covers things like communication and engagement, so making sure everybody within the organisation, whether it's the CFO or someone who's working behind the till, is ready for this new HR or finance system. And then it also involves coming up with training plans as well. The big difference is that there's a lot more technical knowledge required. So I work alongside qualified accountants when working on finance projects, or people with a lot of experience in HR when working on HR projects. And I think I maybe thought that going in I'd have the right level of knowledge, which I absolutely didn't, but that's been a really great opportunity to learn and develop and just kind of soak up all this knowledge that my colleagues have. So I'm on a grad scheme at Oracle, which is really, really beneficial. I onboarded with 6 other graduates, but I'm part of a graduate scheme of about 30 people, with one other grad being in my team. And being on a grad scheme I found really, really beneficial, mainly because of the kind of sense of community. I mean, even during the lockdown, it's been great having Zoom catch-up calls with all the grads and just speaking to people who are going through what you're going through and having that kind of social element to it. What's quite great about Oracle is, as I said, there's only one other grad in my team, so it means I'm still getting really kind of hands-on learning, and I'm able to speak to the grads in different teams to learn about what sort of thing they get up to, which is again helping me get quite a broad understanding of what our company does, considering it is massive and quite a maze. Starting, I would say don't fret if you feel imposter syndrome. It's completely normal, and funnily enough, everybody I've spoken to, be it at graduate level or much higher up, has said they often have times where they feel like they shouldn't be in the job or they don't have the required experience. It's completely natural, and it's something I went through a bit at the start, working with such experts, just feeling like maybe I knew nothing. But that's the point. As a graduate, you're not expected to know everything, and it's all about kind of learning. So don't fret if you are feeling a bit stressed out in that area. So before COVID, it was quite exciting to travel around the country to go and see different clients. But obviously since COVID, that's not been happening. So since COVID, I would say the best part of my job it's just meeting such a diverse array of people, whether it be at the clients or on the team. So our team is spread across Europe, Middle East and Africa. So I'm working with people all over the world, and my client currently is based in Asia and the Middle East. So it's been really quite exciting to just get a much better global understanding of how businesses work and how they differ in different countries with different cultures, etc. So I think I've already touched on the thing I found most challenging, but it's just being right at the bottom, so not knowing anything. But you learn really quickly. I have been amazed at how quickly I've learned. And actually, a colleague of mine said when I first started, she said, "Do you feel like you know nothing?" And I said, "Yes." And she said, "Well," and she started asking me questions and I would just answer them. And she just said, "Well, look, you know loads, so don't think you know nothing." So I'd say that's probably been the most challenging bit. The core skills relevant to my role, well, first off, PowerPoint, Excel and Microsoft Word. I massively underestimated how much you'd use them, and I think in any career. But mainly for us, it's about communicating. As I said, we work with people at all levels of the organisation, and sometimes they're quite hostile because you're coming in wanting to change their whole system, their whole ways of working, and it's about working out how best to communicate with them and reach them to get them on your team to then help promote the new system from within their organisation. So I would definitely say kind of the personable skills, being able to listen and really understand what the client wants has been incredibly useful to have as a skill. My biggest achievement, well, I'll tell you my biggest achievement this week. I presented to a team of 15 people on a highly technical, talking about our system. It was something I was really scared to do and very nervous, but managed to present it, and so I'm quite pleased about that. So Oracle's really great. I've spoken to a lot of people at a lot of different levels, and it seems that your career path can go whatever way you want it within Oracle. So for me at the moment, I'm happy as a junior consultant and looking forward to hopefully moving up to be just a senior consultant and maybe managing people eventually. So that's kind of where I see my career going, and also specialising in a project as opposed to being spread across them all.
If you enjoyed this video and want to share your graduate career with us for the chance to win £300, click the link in this video's description on YouTube and follow the instructions to submit your entry today.